Hi. Okay, so this is a wildcard episode for July 2025 California essays. In a separate video, we did these already leading up to CivPro. So let's take a look at the wildcards. Let's look at crim law first. And we see here they last did it in July 2023. So we go to the app here. We put the jurisdiction on California. And by the way, people have been asking, what is this app? It's on the App Store, Bar Exam Drills, and we're running a flash sale. The flash sale is for $199. It includes MBEs and everything on these essay outlines on the app. It's $199 for the remainder of July. Okay, so here we go. See what I said. July 2023, right? So if you look at July 2023, crim law, you have larceny, burglary, arson. So it's crimes against property, murder, defenses. It has a little bit of crim pro at the end here. Larceny, burglary, arson, murder, manslaughter. Okay, so let's take a look at February 2022 to see what they tested on. So here are crimes, February 2022. Click up the essay outline. See assault, larceny, robbery, burglary, murder, full murder, and then they crossed it over at the end with vehicle stop, Q4. So we have conspiracy, so inchoate crimes. Just a little side note, inchoate sounds like in cahoots. Okay, conspiracy, withdrawal, duress, and then identification. Okay, it's more heavy on the crim pro, which we'll talk about next section, but let's focus on the crim law stuff here. Let's see, robbery, it's mostly robbery. Q4. So we have kidnapping, attempt, and defenses. Since larceny has been heavy in the not lately, but 23 and 20, I would look crimes against person. Although we had murder here. Look into kidnapping this February 2018, and then look at the rest too. I know I'm not narrowing it down for you, but take a look at these. Robbery, okay? Conspiracy. Okay. On to the next criminal procedure. Hi, okay, here we are on criminal procedure wildcard. Let's take a look at what they did. So they did do one in February 2025. So take a look at that. It's doubtful that they'll test it, right? Hit you up away with that again. So I'm going to skip that one, but please take a look at it on your own. The selected answers are out. Okay, so 723. Miranda confessions, search, Miranda confessions, search, because then I can narrow it down. Okay, so let's take a look at 723. 723. Must be this one. So at the end here, it was mostly about murder, but at the end here that there was a fifth and a sixth. So fifth and sixth, Miranda and right to counsel. Okay, a lot of murder on this one. But at the end here, they crossed it over with Fourth Amendment, search, vehicle, and fruit of the poisonous tree, terror stop. Okay. So look at 721. Crim pro. Looks like it's fully Miranda, custody, Miranda, fruit of the poisonous tree, terror stop, pretextual stop. Okay, let's take a look at the pandemic exam. Okay, conspiracy. Oh, no, that's criminal law. Okay, look at the bottom here. Identification, exclusionary lineup, impermissibly suggestive. Identification, lineup, identification, suggestive. Okay, 719. Informants. This looks good for testing. Informants, wiretaps, search. Fruit of poisonous tree. Okay, so in summary, take a look at this July 2019. They haven't done wiretaps in a while and informants. Okay, so take a look at that. Take a look at that one, and then take a look at the pandemic one too, if you want to delve into criminal procedure. So we'll get into the next one, which is trusts. Hi, so this is trusts wildcard, more detailed prediction of the trust wildcard. I really had to dig back into the crates for this one. 721, let's take a look. See, it goes all the way back to 17. So let's see, what did I say? 721. So it's crossed over here with community property and will. Where's the trust part of it? Okay, take a look at that one. Gonna be that important. So let's go to 219. 219, wills, trust, community property. Here we go. It's more on call number 3 right here. So what does it say? Trust basics, purpose, trust formation, purpose, revocability, okay, and creditor. Okay, so look at the app again. Make sure I didn't forget any. All right, creditors? Yes. Okay, let's look at 216. Revocation, termination, pour over, and the fiduciary duties. Duty of loyalty, actually. Revocation, termination, pour over, fiduciary, and removal of the trustee as well. Fiduciary, removal of okay, so 215. This is what I mean by you got to dig deep in the 215 Q6 full out trust question. So here's the I forget what it's called again. It'll say right here doctrine of Cypre because it's to the zoo. Charitable trust. Zoo, charitable trust, doctrine of Cypre. Looks like there's some will stuff in here too. Charitable trust, Cypre, omitted child. Trust, crossover with community property. Charitable trusts again. Fiduciary, duty of loyalty. Constructive trusts. And it's mixed with community property. So charitable trust, duty of loyalty, constructive trust. Okay, so in summary, I would take a look at this charitable trust. Go back. If they do test it, they haven't done this in 10 years. And then take a look at the charitable trust, this whole constructive trust thing, doctrine of Cypre hasn't been tested for 10 years. So take a look at those. Hi, last of the wild cards, business associations. Let's take a look at what they did in February 2017. And this is like the trust, we're digging deep. Okay, February 2017. Okay, so we have the corporations, duty of care and duty of loyalty, piercing, derivative action. Okay, let's take a look at 715. Here it's crossed over with PR, professional responsibility. Feel like I haven't seen that for a while, but anyways, okay. So fiduciary duties, duty of loyalty, right? And all these self-dealing, all that kind of stuff. Major events in a corporation. Duty of loyalty, major events. Derivative act, shareholder voting. That was the other thing now. Duty of loyalty, major events. Okay, let's take a look at 250 Q5. Okay, here we have a partnership, ratification, piercing, types of partnership, authority, 14, crossed over with PR again, professional responsibility. So we have duty of loyalty, tender offer, authority, LP, and authority. Okay, so take a look at 714 and 215. All these, actually, they're so old, 10 years old or more. Look at the derivative actions. What is a tender offer? Piercing the corporate veil. Okay, all that stuff. That's it for the wild cards. I would do more, but then we're getting into every single subject, so I don't want to do that to you. I want to narrow it down somewhat. So anyways, good luck with your exam and hope this is it for you. And again, we're doing the flash sale for this app, $199, and you get access to all these outlines and MBEs and lots of good stuff in there. Okay, so best wishes. Hope that you never have to look at these videos ever.